Guys, we're technically live right now, but there'll be dead air for the next 20 seconds. I'll do an actual intro here in a short while. Alright guys, so we are live with VK's team, ADIV team, Redeemed and Known, versus the... I don't even want to say their name, to be honest. What is it? Poughkeepsie Flying State, whatever it is. So, I just called them the PSFR on the title. So anyways, we got a bunch of very good players on both teams. Now, one fun fact is probably the best player on Redeemed and Known, Legendary Frog, has not played yet in any matches. He'll be here today, so that will be a huge difference to this guy right here, who is an amazing flex player, very good at infantry, cavalry, archer. He's very solid. So we have, I have one player missing just now. One of their players just dropped, Crypex, I believe it was. Anyways, we have on Redeemed and Known, we have Les, Pacifist, Frog, Grunt, Scrickster, and Dick. And then on Azurai we have... And I wish, you know, one of these players on Redeemed and Known would change his name and specify which one. You guys can take a guess. It's kind of awkward to say on stream. And then... let's call him Richard from now on stream. Let's call him Richard. Alright, and then Richard is the bottom of the scoreboard currently in the warm-up. Then we have Crud, who I believe is... Everybody knows him in MM's Crud. It seems like Crusader from the future. And you have Eileen, who changed the order of his two-letter name to be EA instead of AE, I guess. And we also have Fear Spear, Legolas, Matt the Lord, and we're missing Crypex. So, best players on their team. I'm seeing Crypex. Crypex is really crazy good on infantry. I mean, I'm not crazy good, but he's very good. And at least in duels, he is very solid. His internet just crashed, by the way, according to their team. According to their own team right now, he's rejoining. They're actually well past schedule right now. They took about 12 minutes to get the guy in there. And it was like 12, 14, 15 minutes to get the guy in there. And then afterwards... This is the wrong fucking... Why is my thumbnail totally wrong? That's interesting. Did I share the wrong link to the channel? That's fun. Huh. I think I managed to share the wrong stream link in the PSL Discord. We're gonna fix that real quick. Actually, the thumbnail is just weird. So something happened where the thumbnail just changed, like my YouTube banner, which is completely insane looking. So I don't know if I'm gonna leave that. If I change it, I'd have to yeah, I'd have to change the URL for it to redo the thumbnail in Discord, so that's fun. I'm gonna probably change the thumbnail while I'm waiting here for Crypex to join. He is still joining, so we are waiting for that. I'm gonna edit the video, change the thumbnail. I appreciate Crypex, you know, being very thoughtful and deciding to have his internet crash so I could change my thumbnail. He's very considerate of him to do that, for me specifically. I don't actually recall the default time. I think if you wanted to be really ungenerous, technically they're over default time, but he just got in here, so they're going to be starting right now. The default time is very late, so that is kind of inconvenient to be starting late on a very late start time in the first place. Alright, so, let's see what we got going on here. They are finally ready, so we are starting now. Actually, 20 minutes past the start time. I will say Redeemed and Known had all of our guys in, you know, probably 2-3 minutes before the actual start time, and unfortunately the PSFR team needed about 20 minutes to assemble. I mean, they did have 6 guys in here, but one of them crashed, and now we're back. It's all pretty annoying. So, we're actually starting here. So, I'm betting on their team. Legolas is going to be Archer. Eileen Cav. Could be Matt on Cav. Could be Crypex on Cav. I'm gonna guess maybe Eileen and Matt, if 2 Cav, and definitely Legolas and Archer on their team. Was I correct? Just 1 Cav, Eileen, and Legolas. That was kind of the safe bet. We have less on Cav, along with Trickster and Pacifist shooting the bow on Khuzaits. That's Redeemed and Known's team right now. A little bit of a scattered start for Redeemed and Known, and kind of a slow swap or drop occurring there. Legolas is going to be shooting from the platform at A. His Cav is capping the flag behind him. Infantry is sitting on B. Archer sitting up. Might take a hit. Almost got shot there by Legolas. Probably spectate Legolas for a little while here. Get his perspective on things. Currently dueling their Cav, or sorry, their Archer. Legolas probably got surprised a little bit by Eileen rearing his horse next to Legolas. I'm not sure why that happened. Probably just to quickly turn around. Change which direction he wanted to come from. So right now Azrai has morale pressure, and Khuzaits are going to have to do something here pretty soon. This is an A-Div match. A-Div. A-Division. Both teams are A-Div as opposed to a cross-Div. And one thing I'll say here is, like, this is a comfortably A-Division team. We're finally having the fight about to occur here. I think a Cav duel is occurring over here. Not sure who's winning. But actual fight is about to start. Les jumps in, doesn't get a bump stab. So far, Azra gets the first hit in. Fight is being pushed back pretty far. Khuzaits. Frog gets a first kill to Glaive. It's huge. They're up on the infight. Looks like still pretty even otherwise. One Khuzait goes down, so now Frog's on his own. Archer, oh, he drops a Glaive. So, really good kill from Pacifist shooting Eileen when he was sitting there. Pacifist had a bit of a better position. So, probably got similar score to Legolas, despite his better spot, but killing Eileen was huge. So, that was a really close fight. I think that Pacifist, oh, he doesn't try to get the Glaive. I don't know if he saw it drop. Oh, Frog goes for it. So Frog gets his Glaive back. That is really big for him, because I mean, he got 227 score on infantry. That's like that's solid score for infantry in a regular entire round, and he got that in one fight. Now, I mean, Azrai, they do have more lives, so it's, there is a possibility of getting more kills and more score, kind of, in that sense. There's just some more HP to go around, more HP to get wasted or destroyed. So that was an incredibly good fight for Khuzaits. That was huge. They barely took damage. I mean, I think they maybe took a couple hits in, but that was pretty solid. So yeah, we do have the Frog Glaive going on, and he is cooking with it. 400 score in the first 2 fights. Azrai has their last life of infantry. Khuzaits have a couple of respawns. Pacifist, their Archer, and Trickster, their Cav, are both still up. I'd say definitely a very much favor to them. Pacifist mounts up, gets shot as his first life. He drops bow. Looks like the Azrai are trying to prevent that from getting captured or taken. Doesn't appear they're going for it immediately. That, I believe, is that Trickster? Probably it is. It is Trickster. He is still first life. He can't afford to go down here. Glaive is going to do some damage here, hopefully. He's whole 3v1. The whole team was not helping with him. But I think that he distracted enough that his teammates could do some damage. It looks like very Khuzait favorite for this first round. I kind of expected this, to be honest. I mean, Frog was crazy. You know, my team, I'm actually on this team. I'll probably be playing on the second half. We did expect to win. I think we've been doing, you know, pretty well, kind of holding our own in the absence of a couple of our best players like Trickster and Frog in a couple of matches. But now that we have both Trickster and Frog, I think this is going to be a pretty dominant fight for VK's team, which is currently the Khuzait team on this first half of the map. So, Frog will probably be getting that Glaive drop again. I won't immediately spectate at the start, because it's only a half-minute delay. I don't want to give... I mean, I don't know. They can probably safely bet that's going to happen. All right, so no comp changes, looks like, on Azrai. Still have Eileen and Legolas on the specialty classes. We're carrying axes and swords on Azrai. Trickster considers trying to cap B. Khuzaits are going over towards A. Yes, their cap did not finish capping. Oddly enough, Les, who is the head of the team for Redeemed and Known, calls for Matt the Lord to go Cav. He was actually very good on Cav and Infantry. So, I mean, he's giving the team advice. It's hard to say if that's genuine advice or not. Pretty high-level strat here to try to catch people around the corner like that. That's you don't see that in lower div matches. That is a huge glaive hit on Elite's horse. It's got to be super low, being chased by both cav. Big kill on less, so that's going to hurt a little bit for their first fight. They still haven't had the first infantry fight, to my knowledge. Yeah, they're still all 3 lives in Azurai. Frog is lurking around here somewhere, I think. Yeah, he's lurking. Well, is that him? No, it's over here. So, I think that, you know, Eileen has a very low horse. Probably. Might try to get Les's horse here. Curious how that's going to happen. That was a very close shot from Pacifist. He didn't pre-fire the next one. That would have been possibly worthwhile. But currently, Kuzets are holding C and A, so Azurai wants to do something here. Archer's kind of just still shooting here at feet and not doing a whole lot, it looks like. Crud is actually the highest scoring player in Azurai currently, despite being on the inf line, so that's pretty impressive. What is he carrying? Is he carrying... Let's take a look. This is Crypex, this is Crud. He's carrying the sword, not the axe. So this is the competitive skirmish overhauled mod, not native. So certain perks like the axe are a lot more common on the competitive skirmish overhauled mod than they would be in native. So that's one big difference. You don't tend to see that taken ever on native. Pacifist is lagging behind, not entirely due to a fault of his own, but that was a pretty avoidable hit. He could have tried to dodge that, I think, but I guess he just wasn't using his tilde key enough. Which I would usually rebind to a different key anyways, but it's usually just referred to as the tilde key. Because saying the view character key every time is very annoying for me. So fight's about to develop here. Frog is getting pushed by 2 guys immediately and focused by Cav. It's going to be hard for him to do something with that amount of attention on him. 3 players, he actually still gets a kill despite being focused extremely hard. He gets a kill on one of the imp. One of the Azurai Cavs is dismounted. Archer goes down from Frog. Frog is just wiping out their team despite this insane focus on him, and he just kills their entire infantry line. 800 score, second round of the match. That was crazy. Frog is about to... Oh my, almost gets an unaware hit on Matt Delord, I believe that is actually Fierce Spear. Infantry is retreating a little bit, and Glaive's coming out. Second fight, first life for Frog still. He's about to get focused by 2 guys. And he does get killed in that one last hit. So he does drop his Glaive. Not clear if they're going to try to despawn it. Most likely they would. They're definitely interested in getting it out of his hands. Fierce Spear, I don't know if he's going to use it or if he's going to try to just despawn it. For now, he is holding on to it. So he may try to use it here against the Kuzets. They are on their second lives. They do actually have third lives due to how well they've done in the first round. That Kuzate Snowball can get started early. Fierce Spear is using the Glaive. It's kind of risky because he's going to give it back to Frog. And is he going to do enough damage here to justify that? That's a big question. I would say if he doesn't get at least 1 kill, it was a huge mistake. Yeah. If you're going to use the Glaive against Frog and give him a chance to pick it back up. Now, maybe because... Where is he actually at? Is Frog... Oh, he's all the way out. That actually explains why he was using it at all. I didn't realize that Frog was all the way out. So, I think I might have been partly incorrect. It looks like only a couple of the Kuzets have third lives. And... Azurai's down to, down 3 guys. Actually down, yeah. I don't know why Crud pushed there. That was kind of an odd choice. I don't know if there's any morale pressure on Azurai right now. But it was odd that he pushed there. I would have waited to go ramp or something. So I think this is very favorable to Kuzets again. One player actually fell down. I didn't realize that Dick fell. I should say Richard fell. I'm tired of saying his name on stream. Anyways, fight is developing here. And Archer goes in from melee. Didn't expect to have great shots, apparently. I mean, Pacifist can definitely hold his own. And this is a pretty good cleanup by the Kuzets again. Very solid infantry line on the PSFR team under Fierce Spear. But, of the teams that Redeemed and Known has fought, I'd say it's certainly not the strongest infantry line. One commenter saying they should try chucking javelins at this Frog guy. I don't know. I would say the Archer and the Cav should be doing most of that focusing. And, you know, it's just super rough to fight against Frog. He's just so good. So Legless is, you know, same composition from the Azurai, no change to mat on Cav, and back to 2 Cav on Khuzaits. And say back to, I think it happened the first round. Trickster certainly dropped down to infantry at some point in the previous second round. Now, infantry is kind of split right now, a little bit odd. Not a great spot for them to have 2 Cav, and they cannot get caught here with 2 Cav. That was a really good surprise hit by Richard here, but sorry, I'm not going to really say his name on stream all the time. Anyways, we should need an acronym for him too. Alright, so that was a super clean fight for Khuzaits. They didn't lose anyone. So I would say, as long as they do a little bit of damage on those second lives for Azurai, they should be favored to win. Frog is getting an insane score of almost 100 points, and we're basically on still the first fight of the third round. So yeah, Frog Glaive, you know, he kind of is him. He is that guy. And, you know, not many players, not many teams have a player who can even attempt this. Usually it would be a throw pick on perks to do this, but for him it's working. So he had the Archer drop the Glaive every round, and it's working very well. Trickster and Les are Cav, who normally would get the most score on a team. They're getting half of the score of Frog right now. I'm not saying that they're doing badly by any means, but it just goes to show you how hard he's cooking. It's just kind of insane. That didn't go as well as it could have, but, you know, still not bad. He didn't get a lot of score. I think that fight, he didn't get any score on the reset. That was still his first life. And he didn't manage to get the damage in. Alright, so the second lives are coming back in. They do have third lives, all of them, except for Pacifist, who's your Archer. Pacifist gets a good kill on Legolas. I didn't see that very much. Eileen baits a good hit on Les there. Kind of a slow Cav duel while his infantry might really need him, but maybe it was worth it if he kills Les here. That was a huge problem for Eileen to be getting those hits right there. That is his last life, and Les is about to remount. Les, or actually, sorry, that's Trickster. Now, last lives are fighting here, I think. Azurai still have lives. Huge jumping Cav kill out of spawn from Trickster. That was good. Looks like they lost 1 infantry all the way on Khuzaits, and Trickster still has a respawn. Ooh, that's going to be a good kill on Eileen if he goes out here. Eileen is dismounted and very low on last life. Trickster goes for a bump stab, doesn't get it. Probably because Cav turn speed's been nerfed, and he no longer can get every single bump stab, just most of them. Now that's going to be a huge problem. He does lose his Cav life here. He does get a respawn, but it's a big problem. It was a very smart play from whoever that was. I didn't see exactly who, but well done. They're pulling back. They have time, and they want to wait for Trickster. And we do have the Frog back with the Glaive here, about to do, I'm going to guess, a lot of damage. I mean, they're up on Inf on Khuzaits, so there's really no reason that they should actually lose this. Now, they're focusing Frog pretty hard, and he gets 1 kill right off the bat. Yeah, there's just kind of no way of this to happen here. Frog gets 1 kill on Crypex. He's about to kill probably this guy over here. Is that Fierce Bear Mad? I'm not sure. Their character models are similar, and that's a nice execution in the neck by Pacifist. It was a clean sweep of a 3-0. Yeah, pretty rough start of the match for the PFSR team, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so moving on to the second half of the first map. So we'll have a side swap. We'll have Redeemed and Known move over to Azurai. No Glaive on Azurai, so Frog might not get an obscene amount of score this time. We'll see. And what else? So yeah, I think Cav will have a more important presence on Azurai, or I should say for Redeemed and Known. Frog will not be able to carry quite as hard. Well, I mean, then again, I would say Azrai is one of the more high skill ceiling factions because you have 3 lives. So if you're a very competent infantry player, it might be one of your favorites to be able to have those same 3 lives. I mean, you are pretty vulnerable, but getting 3 chances is still pretty big deal. And definitely should have a decent shot against Khuzaits on the first set, the first round. So we're moving into the second set. Currently, score overall is 3-0. Redeemed and known on Sheris. Alright, so to be honest, I don't know if the opposing team here, currently on Khuzaits, not sure if they're going to get any rounds in. The second map and set of factions, let's double check what that's going to be for this week. Let's see. Alright, so, about to start here in 4 seconds. Let's see how it goes. I don't know if we're going to see any changes. This is a second set, so both teams could have done a swap per player if they had wanted to do so, but there haven't been any that I can see. So, I'm expecting my team to do at least a couple players swapped out when we get in the second map, but currently no substitutions have occurred for either team. So I lean in Matt both on Nomad. They did actually change over to 2 Cav on Khuzaits, and no glaive drop on this team. Tripex, Sphere Spear, Crud on the infantry line versus Frog, and Grunt, and the unfortunately named guy. And let's see. So nobody has gotten much score right now. Abdul must be developing over here. So Matt takes a pretty nasty stab there. Scripster's definitely gotten a lot more score so far. Yeah, Matt's horse has got to be super low. He's got to be about to get dismounted here. And I think that Azrai's just a little bit faster. No, that was a nasty stab. I think that he actually had time to block that, but he might have turned the wrong direction by happenstance. I think Khuzaits are going to... Oop, I just minimized my game. I think that... What's happening here? So, Redeemed and Known now and Azrai having their first fight. They're going to be down a Cav on Khuzaits until the dismounted guy can get over there. Looks like the dismounted Cav is trying to go for Archer, maybe? But... Or he's chasing a horse. And he does get one. But he was effectively taken out of that entire first fight, and Azrai did win. And, you know, this is their first lives. They got 2 more, so not a auspicious start for the PSFR team here. Say PSFR. The acronym wrong, I think, 3 times in the stream so far. That nearly gets wiped out there from a stab over his back. Yeah. Spear currently the highest scoring player on Khuzaits, followed by Matt the Lord with 173 score. Definitely a tough matchup versus Trickster on Cav, and also less. Frog, again, highest scoring with 400 score in the first round. That's just Treble Warrior. No special two-handed weapon drop, so that is crazy. Pacifist the Archer. I mean, there's very little score left for the infantry. You have Frog, you've got Trickster and less. And then, so like, Frog's just crazy on infantry no matter what. You have 2 very solid native Cav players, and you have an Archer. You know, if you're Grunt, and if you're on the infantry line here, one of the 2-3 guys, not a whole lot you can do. Get score. And just holding the line here. So, unless you're Frog. Now, Frog's doing javelins. I didn't actually expect that. Not sure why. I'm guessing. I mean, They didn't really need to change anything, but presumably their goal is to hit either the Cav or the Archer. Looks like he's focusing Cav right now. It's a nasty hit. Frog is probably one hit at this point. Maybe 2 hits if he's very lucky. Maybe a low-speed stab from Cav might be survivable. It's a nasty... Is that a team hit? No, that was a shot from Legolas. It was a good shot from Legolas on Frog. So he's super low right now. He's 1 of 2 infantry still up from Azrai. Takes a shot to the leg the instant he goes to swing on somebody. So those are very nice shots from Legolas. Takes out the high-priority target. And... let's see. Alright, so... I think Trickster just took out Legolas. I did not see that. Frog is again going Skirmisher. Probably focusing Cav. It's a nasty hit on Matt's leg. You know, not everybody can do that on Skirmisher. Now that's like a one-shot hit to Frog's head. Knocks him out by Eileen. It's pretty good aim to have that, you know, hit the head and not like the chest where it might not have been a one-hit kill. So Cav aim is very important. Huge damage bonuses on the head is... It's a tiny target, but it's worth aiming for. And this is a lot closer. Looks like, you know, both teams are down to essentially the last lives. Although Crud and Crypex actually have a couple of respawns. So they might have a chance of picking up a round here, I would say. Nice. I couldn't tell, did, I think he took a hit right here just now. Alright, so, holding tab to the scoreboard, what's happening right here. Everyone is down their last lives except for Scrickster, who has a, can go Trouble Warrior for his last life. I think the Azrai probably are a little bit more injured overall, but I'm not sure of that. We have one imp who's a little bit out of position, but he does get out okay. Archer's pulling back here, Pacifist. He's going to try to get some shots off. Cav's a little bit late on Khuzaits. Crud knocks out Frog. That's going to be a big deal. Definitely the first person you want to kill. Also, this is going pretty well for Khuzaits and pretty bad for Azrai. I think that they're going to lose this round here. I should say Redeemed and Known is about to lose, I would bet. Archer goes down. Technically still winnable for Azrai, but not very likely to happen. And this second life, or last infantry, was trying to delay, or kind of just survive long enough for Trickster to get there, but didn't happen. It's a nice kick. Still 3v1. Pretty... yeah. Getting stuck with a kick there versus when Legolas is shooting at you is not fun. Yeah. Those are some crazy shots. I kind of thought that was going to happen. Alright, so they did pick up a round versus Redeemed and Known, and I'm curious, you know, why do we think that was going to happen, but... I don't know. We'll see. I honestly didn't expect them to pick up a round, so well done to stop the 12-0 by... what is it, the PSFR team? There we go, I said it right this time. So... Alright. So, any comp changes? Nope, they still have Eileen and Matt on Cav. That was one change from the first half of this map. And overall, it's going to be a 4-1 right now. Cav a little bit delayed in to contest. Less goes for Matt's Rider. Doesn't hit him. Archer is, from the Azrai, going to push the Cav out of here. Gets a nice hit on Eileen's horse. Bad spot for them to be dueling. They're taking a lot of horse damage. Matt gets dismounted. Is that Matt, I believe? That's actually Eileen. So, fight is starting here. Infight is on this platform. Both Cav can't really help here, so the fact that the Cav got dismounted on Khuzaits doesn't hurt them as badly as it could. I'd say the Khuzaits chose a good spot to fight for their team comp. At least having had one guy dismounted, you know, in hindsight. Legolas getting some very close point-blank shots here. Dismounts, I think that's less. Pacifist trying to not get shot in the head by Legolas. Crazy stab by Les on Eileen. That was a big gamble, but he got it in. Made it work. It's a rough spot to be pushing Legolas. Nice jumping hit from Frog onto Legolas. Les is about to get stabbed in the back here, but he gets lucky. I don't know why. It's odd that Matt went for the infantry there. I would have gone for the cav. He wasn't looking at me, but maybe they're... Sure, he saw an opportunity, but he just kind of missed his stab. It's bad luck. He might have been going for Frog, if I had to guess. It's the only reason I can imagine not going for Les in that situation. Alright, so we're down to last lives on Azurai. They're actually not doing nearly as well as they did in the first round right now. Because they're down in last lives, and you got at least a couple of respawns across the board. Almost everybody on Kuzits has a respawn. So, now, Trickster and Les both get a kill just now. Matt the Lord, was his first life, I believe, gets knocked out. And also Fear Spear, which life was that? He was on the... He was resetting, I imagine. It was not a bad life to lose there for him. Alright, so Kuzite Infantry are pushing for the fight on B. It's the last flag right now. They're going to take control of it as Pacifist is trying to not get surprised by the cav or get shot by the archer. Kind of a bad spot for him. He can't do a ton in this position. I think Legolas probably has way better shots right now. He's trying to suppress Pacifist, and he is still missing his shots. To some extent, the archers are countering each other and limiting where... You know, if there's only one archer, the positions you can take are a lot more aggressive, but like this, you kind of have to play more defensively. For whatever reason, he's trying to come back to his archer to get that guy some shots before he dies. Pacifist needs to not drop his bow, which he doesn't do. He gets a nice kill on Crud. Gets away with a missed kick. It's going to be a rough 2v1 with Spear and an archer shooting at him. Those are actually a really close shot from Legolas. Kind of a crazy shot. So overall, that brings it to a 4-2-2 in favor still of VK Redeemed and Known. Alright, so we're going to see any composition changes. We'll see. Les goes to Infantry, Frog on Cav. So there is a comp change for Azurai. No changes for Kuzates. Frog immediately gets knocked out by Eileen on his first life. This is a bad start so far for Azurai. Trickster didn't immediately leave. Frog trickles back in, dismounts that Cav immediately, and he is about to die here. He doesn't do... So that was kind of a fair trade. I mean, I'd say Frog probably has a little bit higher of a damage potential than Eileen, so that was a really good catch by Frog to not get surprised like that. Now, I don't know if I would have wanted my Imp to push out like that, but I mean, could have been worth it if it had worked. That was a nice stab on Crypex by Les. Les is pushing the Cav pretty aggressively, trying to keep him out of the fight. This fight's actually going pretty well for Azurai. Les is about to possibly take a headshot here, but wow, that was an insane headshot on Trickster. That was crazy. He's about to run away on Cav. That's got to be really frustrating for Trickster right now. So both Cav are last on Azurai, which is more of a problem because their infantry have 2 additional lives left. So it's very easy to get kind of knocked out early on Azurai, where you'll find yourself... You know, you got 2 lives, infantry has 3 lives, so you gotta like kind of be there for at least, you know, 1.5 fights for both lives, essentially. That makes sense on average. Not just 1 fight per life, but 1.5. So that basically means you gotta survive. You know, first life or first fight or second fight, you gotta really not get knocked out, which is really challenging when you got an archer like Legolas or Frog or Pacifist around. This could be the last round if this is match point for Kuzates if they win. And it's not going super great for the Azurai right now. I think Frog is in trouble here with this, yeah, Horse Archer and their Cav fighting. Nasty. 1 Cav out. It's looking pretty bad for Azurai right now. It's the Redeemed and Known team. Maybe possible, but I'm not, definitely not likely right now. Alright, so one out on Kuze. It's their best Cav player, probably. Eileen. So, it's not completely unwinnable for Azrai, but it's definitely not favored to them. Crypex is trying to reset here without doing no damage. But he does no damage. It's definitely a good try, but still. It's hard to win a 2v1 or a 3v1 like that when you're paper infantry. Okay. Rabble versus the Azrai. Let's see who wins. The fight is developing all over the place. Very split fights. Hard to keep track of everything going on here. Les kills Fear Spear on it. Brunt kills Crypex, looking very favored to Azrai. You know, one thing I might have understated or overstated was the Kuze advantage on this last fight, because they did have Rabble, and, you know, Trouble Warriors are also paper, but they're not Rabble. So, I don't think that Matt will pull together here, but, you know, we'll see. Is that, well, he tried to get the one-handed club kill, but kind of a hard weapon to do that with. Oh, actually it was Max, and he does get a hit on. Alright, so, kind of the scoreboard. Rickster's doing very well. The Cav on both teams are very equal on score, and so is the Archer. That's actually kind of interesting that, you know, the Cav and the Archers on both teams have essentially an almost identical score. They're contributing about equally. Actually, across both teams, every player has like an equal in terms of score right now. So, that's kind of neat. Nobody's off by more than roughly 100 score to their equivalent person. Nice hit on the... Yeah, both horses... Trickster takes an ass hit on his horse, and so does Eileen. So... The Cav duel might continue here, as the infantry fight has also started, I think, just a little bit. Is that a team hit, I think, from... yeah, Dick gets team killed and then immediately knocked out. That's gotta be frustrating for him. Legolas getting shot like this without any opposition is kind of a big problem. It looks like they dropped Pacifist to infantry. You know, that did kind of work for them last round, but I believe that change occurred last round. Pretty sure. We'll get the Horse Archer mounted up here, going for a shield. Second fight is about to start here. Azrai cannot afford to take a lot of damage. And we'll see what happens. Some very good cleanup work from the Azrai. They did not take any hits from what I saw. And there's some very close near misses, too. Yeah, Frog did not enjoy getting shot like that. Right in his elbow. It's gotta hurt. It's a bad spot for to have an arrow lodged, you know, 8 inches through your arm. That's a bad spot for him being. Okay, Eileen goes down in his first life, and Frog is still second, so being shot like that, kind of a big problem. There's still the second lives for Azrai, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually get a kill, which is huge. Okay. They don't kill Legolas. Is Legolas maybe still on his first life? I don't think he's gone down. That is a huge problem for Trickster. Is it his last? Ooh, he's out. It's not pretty for Azrai. So they might lose the last round of the set. It still happen. what else is going on. So, yeah. A couple of the Q-Zits have lives, including Legolas. He probably was out of arrows, I assume that's why he's resetting. They wanted to get this guy out here. It didn't happen. That was Eileen's last life. Same for Matt. Frog is low, but knowing Frog, he'll still play aggressively. I'm not saying it was the wrong choice either. You kind of have to play with confidence, even if you're not 100% HP. He goes for the two-handed spear thing, and he takes a nasty hit from Eileen. 2 in a row. That's brutal. Actually, not. That's really a big deal. Eileen is out, and Frog is back on Cav. Legolas gets knocked out here. It's still winnable for Azura, but not likely to happen. And Frog on Cav and less on infantry, it maybe could happen. It's okay. Wasn't likely for sure. So that turns it into a 3-2 on the second set. Let's get a screenshot. And well fought. It was a good half. And let's see what's happening next. I'll probably be playing and not spectating for this next map here. Alright, so the next map is Vlandia Botania on Zendyar. Pretty good archer map.
Come on.
Alright, so we'll be changing maps here in a moment. Let's see, the next map is Zendyar, which is that snow map with the platform overlooking B on one side and the wooden logs overlooking the middle objective on the next one. I guess Matt the Cav was a good call. It did work out pretty well for them. Alright. I think we're probably gonna play Vlandia on the first half. Actually, Botania, okay.
Come on, boy.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's a response. So I will be talking to people in Discord from here on out. And let me go talk to somebody here. Alright guys, so going forward you'll be hearing me talking to my team, but you'll not be hearing my team, because I just don't really care to stream their audio. People sometimes get a little too heated, so I just don't care to stream that. So, you'll be hearing me make call-outs to my team, and I'll be listening, but if you ever hear fragments of conversation, there's a reason for that, so heads up in advance. And it looks like we're waiting for the last guy to load in here. Yeah, this is a very heavy, an archer-heavy map. Also Cav favored as well. I think both archer and Cav cook here. Ouch. Okay. Starting here in about 13 seconds. Ooh, I missed out. We're having a minor crash out on our enemy team here. Got the jabs on Scrickster. He's gonna cook with those probably. They have 2 cav again. Boy, I was really worried I was gonna miss that jump. I'd be internally embarrassed. Go let Irene.
Come on, boy. Go. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh my god. Alright, well that was not a great start. Our archer was out of position that entire time, it's crazy. Gab's going towards you, Scrickster. I'm going to help. Alright. One cab behind that wall. Whoa, Jesus. God. Staff. We got 2 out. Is there another jab over here? Yeah, we're really split right now. They're kind of pushing towards A a little bit. They're going up. They're going up. There's Cav around us. I think he has 1 jav. He does have 1 jav. I'll try to bait the jab to my horse because I don't want you to get dismounted, Scrickster. Alright, he missed it. It's kind of safe now. Infantry's going for it. Your spear takes 52 damage right now. Alright, I'm gonna... Oh, are we fighting? We're fighting on A. Or B. Yeah, A. Ah, that was dumb. Sorry. That was dumb. I got stuck in the corner like an idiot. I did not mean to turn into the wall like that. I meant to bump stab him. That was stupid. Nice. Nice. He shouldn't have kicked there, I don't think, but... Alright, well, he's got time, but I don't know. Oh, this is brutal. Wow. That was tough. Alright, that brings it to a... I'm listening to my team, so it's unlocked me mid-sentence. Alright, so, man, gotta play a little smarter. I feel like we were fighting so split the whole time, and it was frustrating for me. Our archer was out of position the first fight, and the call-outs were just at the wrong time for when to fight. I'm coming over there, Trickster. I'm chasing Alien. Dick behind you, right now. 62 on Eileen. Fuck, kill the horse. Are we capping B or forcing B? Just cap it. Aliens around an archer. Christ. Kind of a bad spot for me to fight in. I don't know. Nice. He's out. 2 versus 5. This fixture cooks really hard here. Maybe he'll win. Seems hard to believe, but who knows? Actually gets... That's crazy. Nice. It was a good spin stab. Nice. Man. I mean, I've just been getting shot a lot, so I don't know.
Come on, boy.
Score overall is going to be... What was it? Actually, I already lost track. I think it's now 5-5, right? They're fighting MD. Man, dude, I didn't think he was gonna hit me there. Man, I'm playing like shit right now. I probably should be doing passes and not spinning in place there. It was really stupid. We do have full morale. Can I trickle and hit the archer? Yeah, I'm leaving. They both are covering to go for me. They are going towards A now. I had the forcing her. Get behind right now. Kevin, right now. Damn.
Yeah! Yeah!
There's now a 6-5 leading to Housekeeping State is leading right now.
Come on, boy.
I need to be going for more bump stabs because their imp is way too aware. They're just not letting me get any. All right. They don't go for barding, I think. I don't know. And they've already nerfed cap turn rate, so it's impossible to get a bump stab at barding, I think. Alright. We gotta win. Isn't it just 6-5? So it's one to tie? Yeah. Need some.
What happened? What happened? Hey, coward! It wasn't you back here. Coming for you.
Head for G less. I like.
Get it back! Wah!
Come in. Oh, fuck. Almost had him. Coming in. $99 is worse. No, our imp got caught out there. Jesus. Kind of threw that there with that guy getting able to cut out and I team hit. Jesus, man. We're gonna have to win 3 rounds in a row to get a win here. We just lose somebody? Well, you can't shoot him after. I don't know. Go. Yeah, you can't be shooting them during delay. Alright, well, perfect anticlimactic timing for this PC to crash for Frog. You did, yeah, twice. In exchange for the crossbow, the you cap. It's incredible gameplay right now, guys. It's thrilling stuff. Oh my god. Is he coming? Alright, well, awkward. Does Roman even have eco now?
Yeah!
I do not know what's gonna happen. Kind of sounds like Frog is not coming. Not sure.
Come on, boy!
It's a bad shot.
Come on! Yeah!
was a near miss. Ooh, that was a bad shot. Oh, crazy. That was actually a headshot. Or neck shot. Okay, so it sounds like our goal is to feed them one round for eco. Like for eco reasons, we'll feed them one round, so they're up on eco. Then Frog will be here apparently. I don't know. Crazy. Wow, this is the least enjoyable part of a tournament match I've been in. What was that? Kind of mid. It wasn't terrible. Wasn't great. I don't know, to be honest. It's a set change that was different. Alright, well this is a extremely long delay, but he's back now, I think.
Frog, we can't hear you.
He's lighting up, but I don't hear him. Holy Christ, man. I think I probably should go Kev.
Yeah.
I know, but like, don't it?
Come on, boy.
Sorry guys, I've been muted for a little while. So we're gonna do a eco thing. Basically, we interrupted the set mid-set. So to mirror the eco that we would have, we're going to spawn our classes and then jump off a bridge twice. Kind of a weird thing to do, but yeah. Actually, I've never really noticed this part of the map, to be honest. I've never been over here. Huh. Cool. Anyways, Zoom Vanguard. That didn't work very well. This is just fantastic gameplay, very competitive. Les now has negative 32. Yup. No, he means like the third life peasant. This was dumb. This was very dumb. Wow, that was painful. We have to win a round here. Actually, 3 in a row to win. And then we have to win at least 3 overall, but not... We could lose 1 more and still tie. What? I'm sorry for coming. Goodbye. I just a ton of team damage, just crazy. I played egregiously awfully bad in the first fight there. Dog shit. Yeah, guys, I apologize for the delay here. Having a 20-30 minute delay in the middle of the match is really awful, and as boring as it was for you guys, it was just as boring for me, to be honest. Yeah, we'll do. We're capping A first. It's the same compliment team. So Monk Style commended the PSFR team for the sportsmanlike conduct here, but I do appreciate them being reasonable. At the same rate, we also were pretty generous in not defaulting them. All right, you've got a cab behind you, pacifist, in a second. I'm gonna go to A. Oh, shit. He dropped bow. There's no one to grab that. I don't know. He's sitting down here. He's coming back up, sorry. $63 on his horse. Dismounted him. Fight, maybe? Yeah, fight. Guys, come on, push him. What are you doing? Let's go. No way, man. Oh, well, I did less embarrassingly bad that time. But, it's not looking good. Archer's dead. What the fuck? I got shot. Did I spawn? You want cab to cab A first?
Come on.
Cab in front of you guys. Fuck off, man.
Come on. Yeah.
I'm not ready to force you. Force you cap it. I mean cap it when it's coming down to the last 10. I'm gonna come help you. It'll still be A. You guys are really split right now. You guys are super split. Both Kev coming up the ramp. Kev up ramp. I'm out. I'm dismounted. Head behind. Good to frog. Fuck me again. Barding, probably. I think the Agile was not worth it. Wow, that was miserable. That was a wholly entirely miserable match. Everything about that was not fun for me. Alright guys, well, stream's over. Match is over. We lost. What was the score overall? So it was 3-0, 3-2... We lost 6-9 overall. Yeah, it was a rough map for them to have a better archer player. Gaspas is not bad by any means, but still. We did a lot better on Sheriff's.